What's up, guys? It's Bullva Shit Dick here, ready to bust nuts all over your face. Here we are at the end of the road to the moss. Now, I've got to show you what this motherfucker is really capable of. And to answer that question, it's slaughtering tier 1s. Okay, so you've got the largest tank ever made in the history of the world, 188 tons of Krupp steel, about to roll on 12 LOL tractors. Now, I know what you're thinking, it's going to be comical, and you are so wrong. It is way much more than that. It's informative, it's comical, it's arousing, it's many, many things all at once. It's fantastic. The slowest part of this entire game is me getting my big ass down there. Like I said before, tank's not a speed demon. On the other hand, it will bounce tier 1 shots with regularity. Okay? If you're in a tier 1 match, it will bounce them motherfuckers left and right. You ain't got shit to worry about. Okay? So, here I am, just striding out in the middle of the field. Now, funny side note. I detect them first. Okay? Think about that for a second. Think of the logistics of that. I understand it's got a 360 range for the spot, or fuck, I don't know. It's tier 1 spotting. It's nowhere. But dude, the fucking ground shaking. I mean, even you know, your driver's like, I think somebody's coming, and I have my hatch closed. I can't even see outside. Anyway, yes. So somehow I spot them motherfuckers before they spot me. Norbert striding defiantly along on short stubby legs doing 20 clicks. I mean, let's not get crazy here. Out into the middle of the field, G5 is where the showdown's going to take place. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, oh man, that's cool, you know, Bulls Brigade got everybody out to, you know, make the magic happen, a bunch of LOL tractor. And, you know, we're a real class act, okay? I mean, just, it's class all the way. So, you know, this is kind of what we do in our spare time, is we do things. So, first one spotted, and he's like, oh god, I'm in trouble, and then bam. Holy shit, they're in a formation. During this point in the game, I was laughing my ass off. I think I might have shit my drawers full. Fucking hilarious. I just kind of wanted to start shooting. But I said, you know what? Let's go in for a closer look, because the camouflage of the moss is holding up. They're just, you know, firing into the air to, you know, symbolize fealty. They're just like, listen, we know nothing's going to happen. Please don't hurt us. Taking a little bit of fire here. Now, you'll notice I'm going in. I'm taking numerous rounds. At this point, I went ahead and decided to start angling up. Because, you know, one of those might go through my license plate. So, here I'm just like, okay, alright, let's angle here. Okay, there we are. License plate, 30-degree angle, perfect. I'm taking a few rounds. Norbert's going hard in the paint, or hard in the Panzer, I should say. He's moving up. I've got a high X loaded as a joke. My track gets damaged, and at that point I realized shit was real. Went ahead and capped off around there, ending an LOL tractor. Wait, that's not all. Motherfuckers get put in a submission just like your mom. When they get close to me like that, unfortunately, I can't hit the motherfuckers. But luckily, the gods have felt just to gift me with a turret. Kablamo! Back to the garage, motherfucker. Yes. So I am surrounded by LOL tractors. That one right there is actually perfect for a lower license plate shield. Now, you'll notice they're hitting me in the direct back of the tank, hoping to penetrate me. Waka waka. So, at this point, I'm kind of backing up. You know, I want to keep them guessing. You know, you always want to keep your opponent guessing, even if they are 9 tiers lower than you. That being said, they're wily, okay? They're wily. They're semi-wily. Granted, you know, the LOL tractor sucks. But, you know, we're doing our best. You know, Norbert is doing me proud. If you want a for sure game in this tank, go against tier 1s. Because nothing in World of Tanks, as I'm sure you are keenly aware of, is for certain. Now, they're trying to get out of the way here. I'm not a fan of that. I'm rotating. I'm turning the turret. I'm backing up. I'm doing things. I'm busting people with high X. they're fucking taking it in the face just like your mom. I mean, I'm putting them in submission, putting them into Cobra Clutch, all kind of shit. They fucking love it, and they just want some more of it. So, and it's amazing. You know, they're just like, oh God, Mom's gonna touch me. And, you know, let's be honest, we kind of knew this was gonna happen. And I think after every single one of my road to what the fuck ever, I'm going to have a bonus clip of whatever tank that is fighting, you know, a shit ton of LOL tractor. And it's got to be LOL tractor. It can't be anything else. You know, some of the guys like, oh, well, I don't have an LOL tractor. Fuck that. You have to buy an LOL tractor. That's the deal. I don't know why. I didn't make the rules. I kind of did, but fuck it. That's what we're doing. We're doing LOL tractor. That's what it's got to be. Norbert still holding up solid. A couple of holes in him. Okay, he's got a couple of dings, a couple of dents. So far, performing admirably. Okay, just like the World War II one would. You know, assuming aircraft didn't blow it up and it didn't stop on the way to front. But aside from that, it's perfect. Okay. He's trying to get in there with me. I've just got a little bit of love in there. I'm backing up. You know, it's the traditional medium running up on a heavy tank and you can't do shit and blah blah blah. And so yeah, right now, you know, I'm trying to go ahead and put one round in him. Go ahead and finish him. And at this point, I realize I'm like, okay, who's the smartass who's not in the firing line? And this dude's like, you'll never get me. Well, that's not the fucking point. The point is to look cool, not me drive around for 20 clicks for fucking, you know, 8 minutes. And he's like, okay, you got me. Yes, that's a very valid point. Said, come down here, let me love you. And of course he does. And the love was painful, rough, and neither one of us got a lot out of it. So it was this kind of went that way. Now, this tank can be very powerful if used properly. I preach side scraping. The turret, massive weak spot. People shoot you with hatchets. They're gonna get up in there. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to play to this tank's strengths. Get up against a building where Artie can't hit you. You know, you just have to do what this tank is good at, and any tank with a rear-mounted turret is good at side scraping. So that's what you have to do. You need to make sure that shit happens. If it doesn't, you'll probably pay for it. In my previous video, you know, sometimes you're gonna fuck up. I took a yag in the side. Not a big fan of that, but sometimes you're gonna fuck up. But for the most part, if you have support, this tank will hold you the fuck down. If you're on your own, the mediums will pick the meat off of your bones. So make sure that doesn't happen. Do whatever you can to keep your allies alive, assuming they don't just turn around and leave you, because let's be honest, things go pear-shaped. That's the first thing we're thinking about. Fuck this guy, I'm out. So there's only so much you can do. You know, it's this very situational tank. Once you commit to a flank, it's yours. Here I am using a little bit of extra armor on the license plate. Smoky, flamey armor. It's working out pretty good. And then, you know, I was like, oh, it's going to scorch my paint. Here comes the LOL tractor creeping up on me. I'm laying in a shot. I'm leading the target. And I fucking track him. That's just my luck. Now, here I am moving side to side because, you know, you should always move around when people are shooting at you. Don't just take it. Now, granted, the fucking tank's so wide. It's as wide as a city block. So, it's not like you can get out of there. Anyway, guys, thank you for viewing. Please subscribe. Remember to like my video. Share my shit. Tristan Horner, winner of the $10 Subway card. Tristan, you gotta get with me by today, or I'm gonna give the shit to somebody else. Deuces!